The amygdala is located in the temporal lobes in front of the hippocampus, so it's this little green dot right here in the midbrain. It is part of the limbic system. So the limbic system consists of the hypothalamus, cerebellum, hippocampus, brainstem, amygdala, pituitary gland, and prefrontal cortex. So all of this in this picture is all part of the same system. The specific function of the amygdala itself is to take in stimuli and interpret them, interpret their emotional meaning, and then it sends signals out to the limbic system depending on the stimulus. The most common emotion associated with the amygdala is fear. So fear is detected in the amygdala by high electrical activity. It is usually resulting from a stimulus that causes fear, something high, very stressful situation, near-death situations, things like that. There are two different pathways that the amygdala, that stimuli can take to get to the amygdala. There is the low road pathway, which you see in this picture. As you see here, it says quick and dirty. Basically, what this means is that the stimuli do not go through the sensory cortex in this pathway. They basically just go straight to the amygdala, and the amygdala gives an emotional response to the limbic system to tell your body how to react. This is for more near-death situations because it's just shorter, but it is less accurate. So sometimes you may get something that scares you a little bit more, and your response isn't really correct based on the situation. Another road it can take is through the sensory cortex, called the high road. This is a little bit slower, but it gives you more time to process the stimulus. So basically it goes through the sensory cortex and then goes to the amygdala, and the amygdala gives an emotional response based on this. Higher activity in the amygdala is more seen in these low road situations because they are a lot more abrupt. There still is a good amount of electrical activity in these high road situations, but a little bit less because of the fact that it is slower. You do have more time to interpret the information. This picture shows two different brains, one with a normal amygdala and one with damage to the amygdala. Damage to the amygdala causes more calm behavior due to the fact that there is less electrical activity. This can cause a person to be more calm, be a little emotionless or less emotional than a normal person would be. And also, they are unable to react to fearful and dangerous situations in the correct way. And this can be dangerous in the sense that you may not react to something like you should, like a normal person would, that could potentially save your life in a sense. So as you can see here, it shows a little bit higher electrical activity. There is not complete damage, as there is some activity in the amygdala in this situation. The signals that the amygdala sends to the limbic system can result in things like fast heart rate, sweating, things like that. And that's what would be considered an emotional response. Your body responses can be emotional responses, especially in the sense of fear. So the amygdala is responsible for that. Amygdala is responsible for other emotions as well, just not completely by itself. The amygdala is mainly what is responsible for fear, but things like being happy, sad, things like that can also be related to other things in the brain. I do find it extremely cool that the amygdala emits responses so that we can kind of react to fearful situations, which can ultimately in turn save our lives. Which, like if you're going to get in a car accident, you could abruptly stop, things like that. Those would be like a low road situation, but it ultimately can help save your life in the sense that you are able to react to a fearful situation. That's why I find this super, super cool. Thanks for watching.